What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, when you are playing one-on-one, all will be exposed. Every single flaw you have, from your inability to play defense and stay with the man, your inability to shoot threes, your inability to finish at the rim, your lack of a mid-range game, all of that will be exposed in a one-on-one battle because you can't rely on your teammates. It's not, oh, that was that person's responsibility. No, it was yours. And you dropped the ball and lost the game. Now, guys, the reason I'm talking about this is because yesterday we saw the first round of Unrivaled 1v1 tournament come through, and this tournament I thought it was really good. I thought it lived up to the hype, and truly, I wasn't sure what to expect. I unfortunately did not watch it live, but I did watch it after the fact, and boy, oh boy, was all exposed yesterday. Like, I was expecting that, some players would have a little bit of a harder time, but they didn't. Let's talk about it. So, in this thing, we saw a abridged version of the 1v1 tournament because so many injuries and whatnot, players dropped out. So like it was supposed to be two like different times for the first rounds, but didn't happen because of injury. So they were all slotted between in a basically roughly 2 hour mark right there where we were able to see these games come through. And guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about probably the most shocking thing of it all. Now, here's the deal. The Unrivaled League was Unrivaled Basketball League was created by Collier and Brianna Stewart, two of the best players in the world right now, and I expected both of them to easily dominate the competition. Now, Nafisa, this is just fantastic, and she absolutely did. But I want to talk about Brianna Stewart because I was like, what the heck? Because guys, here's the thing. Because I didn't get to watch it live, I found out that that Stewie lost before I was able to actually watch the game. And oh my goodness, Brianna Stewart, one of the best post players in the world, and someone who has a lot of guard-like skills. She not just lost to Aliyah Edwards, because I'm no shade to Aliyah Edwards, but like Aliyah Edwards is no competition for Brianna Stewart, you would think. But again, all will be exposed. But yeah, Aliyah Edwards not only beat Brianna Stewart couldn't hit anything, like absolutely anything. She lost 11-0. Ugh. Rough. It was Stewie airballing stuff for me. It was just her like not being able to finish in contact. And I was just like, come on. And Aliyah Edwards, I was like, heck yeah, girl, you better take on that UConn star. Like, you better take her on. I mean, Aliyah Edwards was just knocking down shots, right? And she was hitting where Stewie just couldn't hit anything. She couldn't hit anything. And also, to clarify, it wasn't 11-0. It was actually 12-0 for that game. I feel like I just said 11-0. 12-0 for Aliyah Edwards' win against Brianna Stewart. It's just like, I was like, ugh, that's embarrassing. that is embarrassing. and Brianna Stewart knew that it was embarrassing, and she ended up owning up to it on social media. And so I thought that was great. She ended up saying, tough night for me, but shout out to my Misty Aliyah Edwards. Keep that thing going and go get that bag. So she's a good sport about it. She's a good sport. Like, she could be like a huge sore loser or whatever, but like, I thought she did it. I thought she did a good job, just owning up to it and being like, hey, yeah, I lost. But shout out to Aliyah Edwards, though. I mean, because shout out to Aliyah Edwards, though. Like, that was pretty fire. All right, now let's go to the other games, which includes another upset, in my opinion. Rickea Jackson, the rookie, took down Jackie Young 11-3. Now, this game was a bit of a surprise to me. Yes, Rickea Jackson is a really dynamic player. She's sort of like the hodgepodge between a 3 and a 4, which can be very useful in this. But Jackie Young is such a sharpshooter that I didn't think that this would be an issue. I thought Jackie would just shoot threes the whole time and that would be it. But no. I mean, she couldn't consistently do it. She only scored 3 points in this game. And it was Rickea Jackson and her ability to do what she does best. What does Rickea Jackson do best? Pull up mid-range jumpers all day long. That is exactly what she did in this game, and fire for her. Like, again, 11-3, Rickea Jackson. These rookies, man. Aliyah Edwards takes down Breanna Stewart. You got Rickea Jackson taking down Jackie Young, and it was like, man, this is craziness. This is absolutely craziness that what we are seeing. And like, hey, you better, again, all will be exposed when you are doing when you're doing one-on-one. So next up, let's talk about Skylar Diggins-Smith versus Rickea Jackson. Like, this was a game I was expecting. I was expecting Skylar Diggins-Smith to beat Rickea Jackson because Skylar Diggins-Smith, she has been on one during Unrivaled. Like, I don't know, like, of course, she's always been that girl, but like way more that girl than what we saw last year or in 2024 when she was with the Seattle Storm. Like, of course, yeah, she was still balling there, but like, we're seeing another level. We're seeing another level of aggression from Skylar Diggins-Smith. And I was like, yeah, Skylar's not going to be stopped. Skylar is not going to be stopped. And yes, you know, Rickea Jackson is way bigger than her, right? But we had the mama versus the mama, and like head-to-head collision, and SDS came out with the victory. Ultimately, she's a player who she could shoot the three. She can kind of get to whatever spaces that she really wants on the court, and hey, she's much faster than Rickea Jackson as well, and there's nothing you can really do. There's nothing you can really do. Again, Skylar Diggins-Smith is one of my picks that's gonna make it pretty far. I'm just saying, like, cause she is on something different right now. I don't know what it is, but like whatever it is, I think she's gonna keep it up. I think she is going to keep it up. We also saw Aliyah Gray take down Jordan Canada. To me, this wasn't a surprise as well. Like, not a surprise. It was kind of cool to see Dream versus Dream. Again, I really like the way that that Unrivaled has scheduled these. Like, they did UConn versus UConn, Mom versus Mom, Atlanta Dream player versus Atlanta Dream player. I thought it was really cool. I thought that was really cool to see. And of course, Aliyah Gray is she's going to blow by Jordan Canada. She's going to get to her spots and she's going to make shots. Ultimately, she wins this game 11-4. We also saw Ryan Howard beat Lexi Hull, but before we get into the actual game, I do want to talk about the thing I loved is that the players got walk-up songs. And for Lexi Hull, she picked Set It Off by Boosie as her walk-up song. And one, it was pretty funny. Two, DJ Nate Carrington ended up tweeting about it. She was like, hey, like, why did Lexi walk out to that song? And then I guess Angel's responsible for picking that song because Angel is teammates with Lexi on Team Rose. I just thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun way to just yes, sure, make this thing serious, but also like make it kind of like boxery, like coming in this corner, Lexi Hull, and then she's playing Boosie. I thought it was cool. But anyway, when the game actually started, of course, Ryan Howard took down Lexi Hull because Ryan Howard is, again, one of those guards, one of those tall guards who can blow by you, who can shoot over you, and who can play some really good defense against you. This was a close game, but ultimately, Ryan Howard was able to get it done. But shout out to Lexi Hull, though. She scored 7 points, and that was the highest that we saw of the night for the losing player. So, like, Lexi Hull was trying. She was trying, but ultimately, you just can't take down Ryan Howard, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. We also saw Collier take down Aliyah Boston. Again, no surprise there. Similar to Ryan Howard, Collier is just like that big guard who, again, is just faster, stronger, and can play defense. But similar to Lexi Hull, Aliyah Boston did score 6 points. And so, like, shout out to her. 11-6 was the final score. But, yeah, just once again, like, when you're playing a faster player, does it really matter the height difference to a certain extent. The quickness and the ability to just make buckets for Collier got her the win over the taller player. We also saw Nafisa Collier take down Katie Lou. This was another UConn versus UConn, mother versus mother matchup that I thought was pretty cool. I mean, you know, Katie Lou Samuelson, she scored 6 points, and so maybe there's something in the water for like Indiana Fever players, though I guess Katie Lou Samuelson's not an Indiana Fever player anymore. But like Lexi Hull scored 7, Aliyah Boston scored 6, Katie Lou scored 6, and so like even though they all lost, they scored more than everybody else in this tournament who lost, and so like that's something that's saying something for sure. But yeah, Nafisa Collier, her post game is just unmatched. Like there's nothing you can do with Nafisa Collier's post game. It is just. So, her moves are just so smooth. Like it's just so smooth watching Nafisa Collier play. She ended up winning 12-6. She's just she's just dominant. Like there's just nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Again, Nafisa Collier's going far. And we also finally see Shakira Austin take down Chelsea Gray. Now I was expecting the opposite. I was expecting Chelsea Gray to win because again, faster, you know, better shooter for Chelsea Gray, but nah. Shakira was like, nah, dog, I'm gonna take you down. I know I'm a center. I know I'm not a guard. However, hey, I got your name today, and she did. Like Chelsea Gray couldn't do anything. She couldn't do much of anything against Shakira because Shakira was just bigger and was actually able to knock down her shots where Chelsea Gray couldn't. So hey, 12-2 was that game. I thought day one of the games were fire. There were some upsets that I was not expecting. I also thought it was pretty entertaining as well. Now one-on-one tournaments can be awkward. They can be boring. I don't think this one was. If you think it was, let me know in the comments. But I don't think it was boring. I thought it was entertaining throughout. I would be interested to see the NBA possibly trying to implement something like this in the future because this is fun. And I tell you, a one-on-one tournament, All-Star Weekend, put a whole bunch of money on the line. Like, to me, that replaces the dunk contest, right? Because dunk contest is boring now. It's very, very boring. But if we can get one-on-one, dog. I think it'd be fun. I really do. But what do you think? Let me know in the chat. Thank y'all so much for watching. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tune in here for more women's basketball. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.